the large blast doors slowly slide open as the tunnel, the hallway in front of you is pitch black. Besides the four of you, you do have Rex and Cody with you. They have not their rifles up necessarily, but they are holding on to their weaponry as close as they can, as the darkness is all that greets you. What do you all do?
Marian once again raises her little handgun that she has, but poorly. Like, she's holding the handle below where the trigger even is, in just a full fist. And she looks oddly confident for someone who is definitely not holding her gun correctly, but she's also like just staring dead faced ahead.
I feel that Elias is standing directly next to Marian and just like slowly adjusts the gun so she can actually fire the gun. Like, there you go. Well, I'm just gonna start slowly but walking into the pitch black.
As Mantel walks up, Harper's sitting in the back, looking at Rex and Cody. Is that who they are? Yeah, looking at Rex and Cody, and then the rest of these members of his squad, and they're all soldiers, yes. But he thinks about that last fight and how all these people kind of still have quite a bit of time left in them. Like the kid that they found earlier. He's a little worried about what comes next, and hopefully if they could save that kid despite all he had to go through and what he did, hopefully they can do the same for the rest of his squad. Harper's pretty at peace, but he knows that the next generation still has a lot of work ahead of him, so he wants to make sure that they're safe. And with that, he'll look up at those two and then follow Mantel into the dark.
Right. You see Rex and Cody on the top of their helmets kind of snap these goggles over their eyes as you hear this little psst as they turn on their night vision goggles.
Harper will put on his nods as well and still be on low ready.
Is there anything Magpie does?
Nothing worthy of note. Just joining with the group into the darkness.
All right. As you all make your descent into level 3, I will have each of you make me a survey roll.
Survey.
Jeez. It doesn't help. That's 4.
Harper got a 2.
Marian is loading.
You said Marian's loading. I think she took in everything. She's just trying to process of what
She's like, she actually probably is. She's probably just staring and looks like she's buffering.
I've done that, Marian. In real life, I've done that.
It's a survey roll, you said?
Yes.
I'm going to spend a drive on that. Okay, that's a 4.
Magpie sitting at a 6.
All right. As you make your way through, Magpie, you hear from one of the rooms a female voice. It's a whisper. You're not able to identify the words. sounds fairly young, maybe 30s.
I'll make it known to the group.
What?
You know who she is?
I imagine the door's closed to that room, right?
That is correct. It is closed.
Okay. All right, guys. Same as before. Let's clear this room real quick. I heard some noises.
Can you describe again, just we haven't touched it like fully since the first session, how do you all breach this room? Do you use Rex and Cody within it? What does it look like?
We could do a proper breach now because we have explosives back. Do I have any flashbangs or like concussive, like anything that makes like noise?
I will say yes. From the armory last session, you definitely have that in your bag.
Perfect. Okay. Harper's gonna like be really quiet. Hey, we should line up 4 on the right. We've had Magpie keep going first, so we could still do that if he's okay. At least
I
we're
want
opening the door.
Can you make like a survey check to see how well equipped Cody and Rex are? See if they're more adequately good for the job.
They're about the same as you. They've had to use quite a bit of their gear going through levels 1 and 2, but they still got a little bit of firepower.
I don't mind going first, and if we're on the same level, they can just be a backup.
All right.
We could do is let's do that, and we can. Is it a sliding door, or how's the door?
It is just a traditional deadbolt and all that. You just have to twist and push.
So I could pull a pin. You crack the door open. Don't swing it all the way, just a little bit. And I'll chuck the flashbang in there. As soon as it goes off, I'll swing the door open, and then I'll be right behind you.
Got it.
We'll be okay.
All right. You hear a little pop on the inside. As you now go into the room, you immediately see this woman over top a body. This the body is this man. He's got a white lab coat on. He's got this blonde hair, blonde beard. But this woman, Harper, would you describe Anne for us, or Annie? I don't know how you prefer, but what does Harper's late wife look like?
Well, you see this woman, long red hair, kind of a smaller build, very Harper's having like PTSD flashbacks right now. This is crazy. Someone who carries herself very lightly, very kind, as Harper remembers her, always being somehow a light in this foundation that holds the darkness back from humanity. I guess now sitting here in the middle of this room where they're going into the darkness.
And with seeing her, this long red hair, it covers so much. I will have you actually make a focus roll for me because it has been so long since you've seen her.
I rolled a 6 with my 1 dice.
Okay, you will not take a brain mark for this, for the stress and the post-traumatic stress of all this. But she immediately raises her hands, and as soon as she makes eye contact with you, you can just see her melt and begin to sob.
Man,
You're alive. Oh, dear God. God, you're alive. Oh, they told me you were gone.
I need. I need you to put your hands up and get on the ground. Carson.
Marian is staring at her like so intensely. The second she saw the reaction from Harper, she was just like,
the majority of what you see in the eye is purple. It's hard to see if there's any other colors maybe floating underneath the surface.
Carson was purple mean.
purple means she's scared. There's a lot of fear, but that's the only thing it's reading if it's just purple.
Oh.
Who is this to you, Harper?
Friends. This is Anne, my late wife. How are you here?
You can see her hands are up in the air. She's staring at everyone. Rex and Cody still have the ends of their barrels facing both her and the scientist on the floor. I should ask you the same. After the incident with 7-6, my father sent me to work level 3 here to keep me safe.
That's not. Harper's gonna put his gun down and just hands to face, just like trying to think about what, even if that's even viable. There's.
Forgive me for asking such a blunt question, but why would your late wife be scared to see you if not happy or relieved? If it's been as long as you say, and she's really just been here for her own safety, why on earth would she be scared of you?
I'm scared too. She died years ago. Look, darling, you gotta understand with things that go on in this foundation, how I don't know if
While this is happening, can I look at the body that she was crying over?
Yes. Are you just trying to determine if it's alive, or what do you want to look over?
Just to see who it is.
If you just want to identify the person, you can see their little name tag. It's Dr. Leo Moulton. He's a researcher, level 3.
Okay. I was hoping to get something better than that. I'll let someone else go first before I say the next thing.
Harper's just gonna give up and go and give her a hug. He can't do this. He's not strong.
Can I make is it a focus roll to look at the body from where we're standing and just see if there's any visible marks or any sign of what happened to it?
Yes. Yeah, that'll be a focus roll.
Okay. I'd like to do that while he's hugging.
She just takes you in her arms. She again just melts into your frame as it's been too long. And she is just sobbing again into your shoulder.
We just sit there. Or yeah, Harper won't say anything.
Magpie's gonna keep an eye on the door they came through, just in case.
Are you looking for something specific, or
Just to keep a lookout, just in case something comes into the room.
okay?
So I rolled 3 dice, and they were all 3s.
Looking at the body, the individual is definitely unconscious, but they appear to be breathing still.
Oh, okay, cool. I kind of just assumed they were dead.
Yeah. Harper's gonna let go eventually. I need to ask, and there's still a lot of people in here, a lot of people we need to help. Have you seen Dr. Gears?
John, I haven't seen him in several days since the lockdown began.
Okay. Here. He is gonna look down at the person on the floor. He's gonna help pick them up. Does he recognize them at all?
Dr. Leo Moulton, if you wanted to see if you could remember him from the debrief or anything like that, that will be a focus roll.
We got 2.
Is there any files around?
In this room, yes. As you look around, you can see that this is definitely like the archival room for the facility.
Well, that's not gonna help. Yeah, there's a bunch of files around. I was hoping it was like, oh, research papers of the current subjects that they're monitoring.
There is every file you could possibly want in this room.
There is every single thing you could want, but not the thing that you specifically want right now.
I mean, I'm sure it is. You have 4 hours to go searching. How are they sorted? Is it Dewey Decimal System?
I would assume so. I assume even though this is a fictitious organization, they have some sort of way to organize their documents.
No, they sort every single thing by numeric value.
There's a system.
I was going to say, in a facility where you're naming everything via numeric value, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, there's definitely an order.
Harper's gonna help pick them up. And there's so much right now, but I need you to take this man, and Harper's gonna reach over and take the gun off his sling and wrap it over his rifle. I need you to go up. There's MTF on the top floor. They can help you out. There's the very nice, friendly Russian man on the floor above, and they can all help you get out, and we'll catch up on everything. For right now, I need to keep these kids safe, okay? And that includes you too.
Do you want to make a sway roll?
He'll try. I have disadvantage. 3.
Listen, John, I lost you one time. I can't. Don't make me lose you again.
I'll be okay. I always am. I promise.
The statistical likelihood of him failing this mission and passing away does not increase by your presence. It only decreases your own chances of survival. Sorry. Now might not have been the time.
I trust you more than anything. And I can't put these people in danger because they don't know you. And having you here puts you in danger, but it also puts them in danger. I can't guarantee, and Carson's right, I can't guarantee that I'll be alright. I've made peace with that. But you know, when you invited me here in this foundation, I found something bigger than myself. I've done that twice in my life. First time when I met you and our little girl, and the second time when I found this foundation and found a calling bigger than myself. So I intend to save everybody else down here and get Gears out. And if I can visit you when we're all done, then I will. But I told these people I'd keep them safe, and they're my priority, just for a little longer.
Okay, I can do that.
I'll be right up.
She'll, after you give her rifles, she'll give you one more hug. Is there like a specific place where you like embrace, hold, like around the waist, around the back, head? Is there anywhere specific?
I think Harper's gonna take off his mask and try to kiss her.
She takes the kiss. Do you want to describe kind of like what this looks like? I don't know if Harper is a more passionate man, if he's more conservative. You all
Harper,
are in a group setting.
Yeah, I mean, he tries to be serious at work. He's not very good at it. He's very much like a lover and like a fighter by consequence, I guess. He, not so much with this squad because they just met, but talks about his wife all the time. It's like all that it was his world for the longest time, and that's kind of why he's made peace with, if he perishes in the Foundation, he's doing it for something good, and then he could go see his wife again and his daughter. And it's so hard to see that he still has them to lose again, and it's very confusing. So he's just trying, especially with the focus role when he first got in here, to just remember why they're here and the world they're trying to save first, so he can go back to his world. And he's also making sure that everybody else here can go home to their worlds as well. And so, assuming that there's a good chance, just like Carson said, that he's not coming back, is going to embrace her like it's their wedding day.
To embrace, is there anything the rest of you are doing while John is reuniting with Anne?
Aww.
Something's not sitting right with Mantel. Something's not sitting right with Kyler. But
Dr. Mantel, you look troubled. Are you frustrated that we have not offered her a slice of pizza? We seem to offer them to everybody. You'd think that Harper's first instinct would be to offer his wife something to eat. I'm confused as to why he hasn't yet. I agree that it's quite rude.
Harper, this is a bad time, but when was the last time before now that you saw your wife?
Jacob, that's a good question.
It is up to you to determine how. Ooh, actually. Let's see. Oh, when was incident 0? I can't look it up, or I can't find it right away, so I'm going to guess it's probably been about 20 years or so. as
Yeah.
our story's taking place in the year of our Lord 2026. But Incident Zero is probably early 2000s or late 1990s.
Yeah, so it's been a minute.
Has she changed at all since the last time you saw her?
She looks identical as the day you last saw her.
Harper. It's not your wife.
Harper's gonna.
Is she wearing sunglasses or something?
No sunglasses.
So
She's wearing
looking at her eyes, she's very clearly just like she. There's no obvious fox eyes.
no fox eyes. No, she is close to the door at this point, as she does have this gun around her shoulders. She's got the doctor next to her with Rex and Cody. They're going to help her extract. As you can see, like this like toothy smile begin to grow on her face, as you notice instead of the normal teeth, every one of her teeth in her jaw is this sharp canine. As she ruffles her hair, you can see poking out are two little fox ears. Nice try. As she fires quickly, you see Rex and Cody hit the floor as she slams this emergency button next to the door, and she jumps out as large iron slams shut, completely closing. You hear vents along the sides begin to open up as you hear a voice proceeding to extract all oxygen from the room to snuff out any potential fires. You have 60 seconds to remove all organic material inside the room to prevent any fires and or death.
Wait, so did the elevator door shut? Is that what happened?
The door to this room has not shut like the normal door. It is like an emergency barricade. If you kind of have seen like the Star Wars movies when like a glass shield breaks, they have the little metal slam down to keep the oxygen. It's like that in reverse.
But we have 60 seconds to remove all organic material.
You have 60 seconds to get out of the room.
But the door shut before the 60 seconds were up? Before the 60 seconds started?
That door, yes.
This feels like a design flaw in the emergency protocols. If we get out of this, I'll have a stern talking to with the designer of the facility.
Harper's gonna like wake up a little bit. Does anything in the excavation tools include something that can force open some doors?
Crowbar.
I'll say yes. I don't.
He's gonna try that first.
Okay, perfect.
I'm sorry. Oh, he just keeps saying that over and over and over and over as he's like dropping his bag, reaching through, trying to find a crowbar or something as he tries to start getting the door open forcefully.
It's okay. We'll talk about this later. We just got to get out of the room. Okay? We'll figure it out. And then Magpie is going to look around the room for other doors or other exits.
Yeah. Can I also make a survey roll?
Yep.
To like search room for like anything, vents, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a 4 for surveying.
Ooh, I got a 6. I used a drive and I got a 6.
Magpie, it's hard to like identify that as you can hear like Harper like forcing his way through the door. Rex and Cody are on the floor bleeding as well, so it's too much chaos for you to really focus in. But Carson, you are able to find a escape route on the other side.
What's the escape route?
It's just another door.
It's like
really open,
just
but
another
it's
door.
like the metal doors like slowly lowering down like Indiana Jones. You know for sure you have enough time to get you 4 out, no difficulty. If you want to get Cody and Rex out there as well, there's a chance you might not make it, as they are currently injured.
Door on the other side. It's closing. We have to move now.
How effective is Harper's attempt at this door?
Harper, do you want to make a strike roll?
I would love to make a strike roll. I'm gonna add 2 drives.
All right. Let me know if you get a crit. So if you get multiple 6s.
Right. Oh man. 3. I roll a 1, 1, 2, 3, 3.
As you are chipping your way there, I'm gonna say you also, like, in the process, your hands begin to bleed just because you're how forcefully you were trying to do this, and you'll take another body mark.
Yeah, it's not working.
What kind of door is it, the one that's closing? Like, is any of the stuff that's making it close visible, or is it all inside, like the walls?
It's an entire internal mechanism, so unless you have something like to put in the doorway, you can do that. It would be like, it is the width of 2 of your average size door, so it's about 6 feet width.
What would...
30 seconds.
Okay, we're in a room full of, like, filing cabinets, right?
Filing cabinets, bookshelves, yep.
I want to get the filing... Marian bolts across the room, gets the filing cabinet closest to that door, and, like, shoves it. Whatever length it has to be. It's like, I imagine that 30 seconds is probably, like, halfway shut. How tall is the whole door?
The door itself, we'll say, is about 8 feet tall.
8 feet tall. So there's, like, 4 feet left. So an average filing cabinet would probably still fit under there if we shoved it, like, really quick, right?
Correct. As you grab this filing cabinet, it is screwed to the floor. So I'll have you make a strike roll to see if you have the strength to remove it from its bolts.
Can I... that's not going to help, really. Okay. So I have 0 in strike, which means I roll 2 and take the lower number, but if I add a drive, can I just roll 1 and take it?
Yep.
Okay. 4. Okay. Could have been worse.
You are able to remove it, but you, like, with this momentum, it lands on your arm, and you feel not like bone crunch, but you definitely, this electric pain shoot up. You'll take a body mark, but you do have the filing cabinet off of its bolts.
Okay. With the arm that's still good, we're shoving it under the door. Like, pulling it with her if she has to.
It is a very heavy filing cabinet. Is anyone helping?
Help me! Someone!
Okay, I'll help.
Sam, if you're saying something, I think you're muted.
Sorry. Harper realizing, looking at his hands, that this is not working, he's gonna put his tool away. He's gonna look down at Rex and Cody, and in his mind, he's gonna think, like, I'll be right back. And he's gonna help Carson with the filing cabinet.
Magpie at this time is gonna grab Cody first, and then go for Rex. Just, like, start dragging him to the other door.
Okay. And Mantel?
Mantel, no offense. Harper seems stronger than you. Grab Rex.
Good.
Harper, help.
All right. Out of Carson and Harper, who has the better strike?
Most
Harper's
definitely
a 3.
not. Yeah, I got 0, so definitely Harper.
All right, Harper, you can roll this, and because Carson's helping you, I won't make you spend a drive, but you get an additional dice.
Sweet. Okay. And, are we in danger right now?
Yes. Yeah, this
Okay.
is dangerous.
Harper's Tenacious is going to go off, and one of my dice will be gilded. My first one that I roll. I won't take the gilded. I'm going to take the 5.
Okay. You place the filing cabinet in, and the door stops for half a second before you see the metal of the filing cabinet begin to buckle underneath the weight as the door continues on. You've bought yourself a little bit more time, but not enough to save everyone. "15 seconds.
Quick question.
Do we have enough time? Since who is closer? Like, does Magpie have Cody? And if we tell Mantel to drop Rex and run, will the 5 of us make it out, or do we have to drop both of them?
Rex would need to be left.
Mantel, there's no time.
Okay.
While they're ducking out, can Marian duck under the door and see what's on the other side?
Yes, you absolutely can. As you hurry up and get to this other side, you can hear this. How do I describe it? This like whooshing sound. Partially, you think it's because, again, the room behind you is sucking in oxygen, trying to deplete it in the case of a fire. But you think there's something else as you almost taste something in the air, something damp.
Okay. Other than that, what does this room on the other side look like? Is it a hallway or is it a room? If the oxygen's being sucked into this room?
It's a hallway.
Okay. And the oxygen's being sucked into here, right?
Yes, into the archival room.
Where is it coming from?
Just this hallway seems to be expansive enough that it's taking some of it, but as soon as that door shuts, it can complete its circulation and back.
So is it coming out through the door, or is there a vent?
Inside the archival room, there were vents all along the border of the room, the perimeter. So the whooshing that you're feeling under your feet is just the causation of those vents continuing to vacuum inside the archival room while more oxygen is being fed from the hallway. The hallway seems to be far and long enough that there's plenty of oxygen in the hallway for you once you escape.
Okay, but there's not a control panel. There's not like a vent feeding into the other room that like anything that this oxygen can be coming from.
No, there's no turn off switch or anything like that.
Okay.
I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna try because I feel like it's what Harper would do. As this is buckling, he's gonna look back at Rex, realizing that he got everybody in this situation. And he's gonna go back and try to grab him and get him through this door.
Okay.
Who's made it to the door so far?
Probably Magpie and Cody have. Mantel's probably reaching there at the same time.
If with all of our combined, that feels like a really bad idea.
I want to use a skill for this that I think might work, if that's okay.
What skill?
It's called Not Again. It's an explorer's skill. I can take a scar. I can take a full scar and I get a full success on an action without a roll.
I'll allow it. Do you want to describe what this looks like as you... Again, the door is like almost crushing everything and sealing off the room. How does Harper get Rex out?
So, thinking back at this really dumb mistake that he just made after 60 years of conditioning and still his kryptonite being used against him, Harper's gonna look back at Rex, the thought in the elevator of helping this next generation, the reason why he's here. And as he goes back and runs, he's grabbing Rex by the vest and just dragging him as fast as he can as this countdown is going, realizing that they're not going to make it. Harper goes through and slides Rex under the door. As he goes and is going as the door slowly closes, he gets a flashback to Incident 0, to the sword while he's in the helicopter and everything going to black, and miraculously surviving after having this dream of his wife Anne and his little girl with her namesake telling him that it wasn't his time yet. And as the doors close, everything goes black and he gets that same feeling again as miraculously he is able to fit under the door and escape the room.
You see Rex's body like roll, and then at the very last second, Harper slides across, and the door shuts behind you.
Oh.
That was impressive.
That was stupid. But it worked. I can't argue with results.
Oh.
Good job, Harper.
Harper's gonna wipe the tears from his eyes. And for a bit, he's not sensing anything. He's just in this vision, almost, it's almost like he's in a trance.
Mantel, look after the injured. I'm gonna have a look around.
Okay.
Go ahead.
While that's happening, who has body marks that they want to get rid of?
I have one, so not an emergency right now. If somebody else has more, you should focus on them.
I am going to use... How many marks does Harper have?
2.
Does?
When I take a scar, do I keep my marks? How does that work?
Correct. Yes. If
Unless
yeah,
you,
if it
unless
says
you get a star from marks, then it resets.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna use my patch up ability and take one of Harper's marks away.
All right.
Okay, focus. Okay, that's a 6. So I only use one focus point. Okay. Yeah.
How did you do on your roll, Magpie?
It's a 2.
As you go down the hallway a little bit, this hallway's lit up a little bit more, but that spraying, that whoosh sound gets louder and louder. And as you see the room begin to like dip down, like it's beginning to descend a pair of staircases, you can see at the bottom of the staircases is a broken pipe and water cascading out. There's just enough room, you can tell immediately, that you can probably fit maybe your head, and it'll be enough to get through this underpassage. But other than that, this downstairs has been filled up.
And is there any doors on the side of the hallway leading to the stairs? Or is it the hallway?
It is literally an empty hallway leading to these stairs.
I'll go back to the group and report on my findings.
Okay. There's water. What's the problem? Oh, that's the problem.
Well, I don't think water's good for bleeding people as well.
You see, like, Cody, drop patch that's up pretty good. We'll be fine if you leave us here. Those doors should probably open up within an hour. You can probably go through, but that bitch Anomaly, you're gonna have to catch her for us. Whew, she got us good. Whew.
Harper's gonna hand them the crowbar. In case it doesn't open. I'm sorry. She got me off guard.
If I had a dame like that, ooh, head over heels. Shit.
Let's focus on getting better. We'll be back.
All right, Captain.
Kyler, do I remove a body mark?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm so sorry. The Candela Obscura Nexus removed. Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't know why I did that. Okay, we're good. I fixed it.
The rest of you follow Magpie down the hallway, and you see the same sight. This descent of staircases going down into a pool of water. This room below you most likely leads to further on into the facility. However, it has begun to flood. There's still enough room within this space that you'll be able to breathe just fine. You'll have about just enough to breathe. It's about 6 inches left, a little less.
I like to think that Mantel is just a little shorter than everyone else, so he's like on his tippy toes, like chin at water height.
Is everyone just diving in, getting wet?
Minut's gonna turn and offer Mantel a piggyback ride, so he can keep his head a little higher.
I'm a good swimmer.
The other option is you could get on my shoulders.
Let's not do that. This is fine as it is.
All right.
Harper's gonna keep the pizza box up so it doesn't get wet.
Also, no one go under the water. I have a lot of chemicals in this backpack, and they are not sealed.
That seems unwise. Shouldn't a medical professional such as yourself know better than that?
No. You'd be surprised how much bullshit medical professionals get away with. All those movies where you just see clean in a surgical suite, very false. Waist below, all blood.
Magpie is going to be waiting at the top of the stairs. He is not ready for this. What to do? I need let me look something up real quick. I have an ability called Saw This Coming. I'm wondering if I can, like, similar to like a seasick patch or something, just like have those on hand. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go through trauma real quick.
I thought you were gonna say I pull out a
beta blocker.
Scuba gear. Imagine.
Did you see a beta blocker, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has SSRIs that make it so he doesn't have the fever.
He just falls asleep in the water.
That's what beta blockers do. The SSRIs are the anxiety stuff.
Sure hope those are non-drowsy.
I mean, like, the other thing I was going to suggest is going unconscious and dragging across the top of the water, but I don't know how effective that would be.
What if all three of us sort of wade in the water and then just like hold him in the 6 inches above? Just sort of like spider pagan.
Careful, he's a hero.
You can try. Like, you all of you will have to swim. Like, the room itself is taller than like 6 feet.
Like an 8 foot tall.
Clearance is the clearance is about 6 inches. So all of you will be having to swim. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever tried to swim and also hold someone up,
Yeah.
If we are not walking through this, then perhaps Marian is not having Mantel on her back. Because if they're swimming, then they're going to be on pretty even playing field. That was really only helpful if they were walking. So as soon as she realizes they have to swim, like she gets like maybe like up to waist and realizes it gets deeper and goes, "All right, get off."
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I feel like it'd be like, oh, we're on stairs. This is the bottom we think it is, and then we just keep going deeper. It's like, nope, this is not gonna work.
So what does Magpie do?
What kind of roll would it be to like face trauma and not take or like roll against it so you get a brain mark or you don't get a brain mark?
Well, that'd
Is
be
there a trauma roll?
So
that'd be more of a mark because it's based around an anomaly, but he's in recovery because of the anomaly.
So is Magpie fully recovered from his incident with 1128?
Well, he technically doesn't remember any of it, but he has like this like irrational fear to like deep water. Like he doesn't know where it comes from, but it's just there.
Okay. So for you, it will be everyone's going to make a move roll to go through the space to swim through. How it affects Magpie if he fails said roll, I will let the dice decide. I'll roll, and that will determine what happens. Does that sound fair?
For the saw this coming ability, can I like add some d6s to that? You want me to read it for you?
Yeah.
It says 3 times per assignment, you may add 1d to a circle member's roll without spending drive by saying how you prepared for this kind of situation together. So I don't think I can add it to myself, but can I like prepare the others?
Yeah, you can help them with their move.
That would be great because Marian does not have anything in move.
Okay. And then I'll spend all 3 of those for each party member.
Do you have like a life vest or like floaties? I feel like she'd do best with those.
I have. Well, what would it be?
Like a very quick
I feel like
instruction
just,
on how to dodge paddle.
I feel like it'd be like when you're in like scouts and you're taught like to tie your pants in knots. You can go
I think like a pool noodle.
There you go. Or it could be
Yeah,
something.
Magpie just pulls a pool noodle out of his backpack.
It could be like a little snorkel piece. That way, even if they accidentally submerge underwater, they have a respirator.
Yeah, we'll do a little snorkel piece then. I feel like that's a little more.
I like what you're saying. Like we have like those Jedi rebreathers. Like that's
Yeah.
that's
That would be.
And you said it gives an extra dice.
Yeah, you get an extra D, an extra dice to a circle member's roll.
Okay, sweet. I'm also gonna drive for that though because it's gonna be bad otherwise. Okay, 5.
I got a
5 for Marian, making
critical.
it a call.
Hey, good job.
I did not. I got a 4.
I got 2 6s and it says critical. I don't know
Nice.
what that means.
So yeah, if you get multiple 6s on a roll, it's a critical hit. So you did a good job. Sweet.
Oh.
Like that Magpie's helping everybody else remember how to swim, and Harper probably just dives in and gets to the other side. He's like, oh, secretly was an Olympic swimmer before joining the SCP Foundation.
Harper was like a Navy SEAL or something before he was recruited.
He could probably walk across the bottom of this and like hold his breath for that long if he really had to.
Probably.
Magpie's also going to spend a drive for that move roll.
Okay.
And there's Mantel. That's
Air
like,
Force.
he keeps going under the water and forgets he doesn't have eyelids, so the water just gets into his eyes. He's like, ah!
Ooh.
Flashbang. It's going to be a 6 for Magpie.
Okay.
Not a critical though, unfortunately.
That's okay. I was keep track of everyone's score overall, so we have a 3.5 successes because Harper's counted as 2. Magpie, as you are swimming across, you feel like the back of your hair get damp. But that is the worst it gets as you are able to emerge to the other side of the room where the staircases are going back up.
He's immediately going to take off his wet clothes and start wringing them out. It's like, I cannot, this is too much weight. I can't deal with this.
Was he just naked?
Well, he has his undergarments, but yeah.
All right. The rest of you are able to get through without any other like extreme difficulties. The one who was at most risk for anything was Magpie for that.
I was like, the rest of us is just water. It's just trying to know how to swim, or at least cling
Yeah.
to the wall and like go from door frame to door frame.
The 5 is the 5 like kind of succeeding, like with a consequence, or like because it's 4 to 5 is mixed, right?
Yes. Yeah. So for that roll, the only one who was like going to receive like a huge consequence where you would take marks was Magpie. Everyone else, because Magpie helped you, even with the mixed success or Mantel's failure, no, there's no marks or anything given out.
That's great. I just wanted to say, like, because she didn't like get a full success, I imagine that Marian plunges in pretty confidently, but then as she like pops up, she is just doggy paddling, so she's not going very fast. But it looks like the only way she knows how to swim is she's just like.
Love it. You all rise out of the water, clean yourselves off if needs be, and almost immediately down the hall, you can hear this almost like a saw in action, then like a blowtorch. You can hear something being pulled apart, like the stretching and tearing. The muffled screams. Silence.
Can we tell how far away it is?
It's down the hall. You can see that one of the rooms through the glass like window, light is casting through.
Should we? Look, I don't want to get caught up in that. That sounds horrific. I had to put it
Yes,
lightly.
that sounds unpleasant.
Should we just try and sneak by then, or?
What if Gears is there?
I mean, like, we can definitely peek in, but I don't think we should make too much attention for ourselves.
That was such a switch up. We definitely should. But what if? Okay, then yeah, we should probably check.
I mean, like, we can sneak by. It's okay.
It was like you pulled it under no circumstances.
I imagine that at least a brief investigation is something we're obligated to do, given the nature of our mission was to retrieve and extract. However, that doesn't mean that entering the room with all the painful screaming is entirely necessary.
Right. I mean, I heard Gears, and I was like, oh yeah, we gotta do that.
Do you all want to make a hide roll as you approach this door?
Yep, and I have to spend a drive to do it.
I have no points in hide and no drives in cunning.
It's a hide roll.
Yep. A little sneaky sneak, a little stealth.
Okay, it's 5.
Okay.
I rolled 2 1s.
That was a 6. 6 and a 5.
Yeah.
Crazy. Triple sixes.
6. Let's go.
Love it. As you all approach this door, Magpie, you're able to quickly glance in, and inside is this surgical room. And dozens of bodies are scattered across, each one being shaped in different ways. As you get away from the window for Harper to look through, the door swings wide open at Harper. Hey, it is time for my newest patient. And he grabs you, this blonde-haired man, his hair slicked back. He's got these piercing blue eyes. Please, come in. Please take a seat. As he immediately tries to grab you and get you into this room. And the smell hits you immediately. It is the smell of iron, of rotting flesh, of this gasoline, of propane, of rusting metal. But he hurries up and tries to throw you into one of the surgical chairs.
Can I try to like either dodge or like try to use a move roll to like get him off of me? I don't have health insurance.
Make a strike roll or a control roll if you're trying to like push him away, or if you're trying to like slip away.
I'm trying to slip away because I don't know how strong he is as an SCP.
All right, then control.
Okay, I have a gilded 4, but I'm gonna take the 6.
Okay, you are able to slip away. Ah, come on, the patient is. It is time for you to receive your newest upgrade. And you've got friends. As he now sees the rest of you. Perfect. I was just finishing up with my good patient right here.
Can I do a
Sorry, guys.
focus roll to see if I can know who this is?
Absolutely. I will say, while you're making this roll, the individual that he is referring to, you can see them on this surgery table, and where their right arm was, you can see an entire like AK-47 has been strapped to their arm, like at the elbow. It is just the bucket thing there. If you've ever seen what is it?
Terminator?
I was thinking of it's Crazy Dead. What am I?
I know who you're talking about. I know. Yeah, he has the chainsaw for an arm.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person for forgetting it.
What is it?
Anyways, him.
Yeah, that
guy. You could also see where his eyes are these giant LEDs. Half of his jaw is missing, and in place is a metal bucket. As you can see, it continues to drip the rest of the blood from his upper mouth. How'd you do on that roll?
6. So I got a success.
This is SCP-890. He is known as the rocket scientist for combining the mechanical with the biological. As you also see someone in the corner, their legs have been removed, and a pair of almost like comic book looking rockets have been completely tied through. That patient has obviously passed away due to blood loss.
And what does the SCP's legs look like?
The SCP, the anomaly?
Yes.
He looks like your average Joe. He looks just like a very tall, handsome white American.
His only cybernetic enhancement is his jaw?
The jaw was the patient.
Oh, okay. My bad.
The anomaly looks completely human. It's the rest of these patients scattered across the room. Each and every one of them have some sort of biomechanical limb enhancement, etc.
I can do a survey roll for this if you want. But do these look like sacrifices that were brought to him to keep him busy, or like people he found since the security breach?
What clothes are they wearing? Are they wearing jumpsuits?
Orange jumpsuits.
I'll say you don't have to make a roll for it. Some of them are wearing orange jumpsuits for the D-class personnel, but a lot more of the recent or less decomposing individuals appear to be either wearing lab coats or the black tactical vest and clothing of security guards.
Okay,
No,
but it doesn't look like he found any other anomalies and operated on them. It's mostly people that worked here.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So who would like to go first? I know my friend here. I guess he doesn't want to go, but I do believe that it would be very advantageous for someone of your standing to be enhanced. What do we say? Who's first?
Is Harper the only one that's in the room right now? Because I imagine when did you get dropped?
I'd say Harper probably got back into the hallway with the 6, but the door's now wide open. The anomaly is standing in the doorway looking at the rest of you, the light cascading behind him.
What kind of door is it?
we'll say for the sake of it, just for the fun of it, it is a sliding door.
Like an automatic, like a big metal one?
It's a manual big metal, but it does have like this plexiglass window in it. Kind of like if you've been to like a classroom, they have the small 4x6 windows in them, so you can still see into it without intruding.
Okay. Can we press a button, just close it? Because Marian probably doesn't really care if he gets like smashed in the door or not. She just wants to close it.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
I feel like it's bigger. You could stop the door and close them. I feel like they invented these doors to be like, hey, if someone's in the doorway, it's gonna be like an elevator door. It's gonna like stop. It's gonna hit them and be like, oh, there's someone in there.
You press the button?
Not yet.
Pretty close to hitting. Okay.
I just want to know if it's an option.
So, friends?
Have you met the Russian fellow upstairs?
I have not, but I don't think we would get along very well. But no, seriously,
It's true.
you probably would look like you need to go places and see different things, and I might be able to procure yourself some ways to get wherever you might need.
Question for you. How much further is the hallway going on for, the opposite direction from the waterway?
Probably another 50 yards.
And at the end of it is just like a door, or is it an open room?
Do you have night vision goggles?
No.
It's dark before you can see the end of it then.
This is true. I'm not suggesting you be comrades. I'm just saying that we met him and he has a fascination with weaponry and the improvement of soldiers. So, I wonder if he's someone worth talking to.
He is weaponry? Is he human? Is he like the rest of you?
No, he is not.
He's more like the things you're trying to make.
Exactly. He is actually a very lovely blend of machine and man.
Oh, that would be perfect. As you can see, he activates some gear in the background, and you can hear blades spinning. Are you sure? It'd be very, very good for all of you.
Have you ever done an operation on yourself?
Oh, no. An artist who uses himself as a canvas should not be called a doctor. It is ridiculous. Art is somewhere to express one's creative passions, not to consume one's own flesh.
I'm confused by this metaphor. Are you an artist or a doctor?
Every good surgeon is an artist. As he looks over to you, Mantel. Isn't that right?
Not every surgeon is an artist. Not every artist is a surgeon.
That's like saying every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. But you're just saying things for the sake of saying them.
You are also saying things for the sake of saying them.
All right.
Backwards.
Which one of you needs to be operated on first?
You said you have ways of getting us where we need to go. Can you elaborate on that further?
If you are here for the containment breach, I assume eventually you'll need to go down to the black level on level 4. And I assume you probably don't have the keycard access. However, that is an easy surgery to do.
An easy surgery?
Correct. Quick recovery. Get you in and out.
What surgery grants us keycard access?
Oh, it's really easy. I just want to see how well it works. Is the chip in order to activate said control panels, if I can be able to manifest it inside a living organism, while the organism doesn't attack said implant. Very simple. Other people do it all the time. Plastic surgeons use it to improve the bust. I don't see why I can't improve someone's technological advancement.
You want to put the component of the keycard that actually opens the door into someone's hand?
Yes, because most keycards have some sort of electrical component to it. So I think the human key is well enough to be able to power said thing. I couldn't just hand you the key card. It would be useless without a power source.
Perhaps the integration that you're focusing on is too complicated for its own good. Have you considered just putting the electronic component underneath one or two layers of skin so it can be scanned in? I imagine that metal corrodes if exposed to too much organic tissue over time. So if you just put it underneath one or two layers, then it can be removed and replaced easily. But it would still have the same effect, would it not?
Well, it would be quite simple. We would want to just do it under the skin because why would we just stop there? That is a part of this exchange, no? You receive a key card to your way so you can finish out your mission, and I'm able to complete my art. As you can see, I'm out of willing participants, unfortunately.
All of my hospital experiences have involved a thorough consultation before surgery happens. So walk me through the step-by-step process of what exactly you're envisioning, please.
The patient will be able to choose which arm they would like to use. I will cause an incision at the forefront of said arm or in their hand between, probably from the back end. I'll probably go in there, insert said piece of machinery into there, and then I will quickly close up the wound.
Is that the only surgery you plan on doing with us?
No. I plan to add more while also adding in said key card. I'm very fascinated to see the tensile strength of bones and how we might be able to improve it with stronger titanium and other alloys that I have available for my testing purposes.
What if you did the keycard surgery first to see if it works? We go and scan it in, and then if it works, we come back for part 2.
Oh, I know it works. It is somewhat of a miracle. No matter what my surgeries do, I always have enough power for them to work. Quite remarkable. Would you like to see some of my work?
Sure.
Harper.
He reaches into his lab coat, pulls out this remote control. He presses a button, and that individual with the rocket legs, you can see the rockets begin to ignite, hit the ceiling, continue to pulse as you see the body completely dangle limp like a marionette without its strings, as you can see the body begin to crisp up and burn from the rocket's fire. And then he presses the button again. Smoke coming off the body. It is time for some barbecue.
The mechanical components of that experiment are quite impressive. The functionality of the rockets is incredible. However, I feel like you failed to preserve the biological elements of it. Does this not defeat the purpose of improving the human condition if the human doesn't stay alive by the end of the experiment?
Unfortunately, most of my experiments do survive. It is just very hard for them to have the correct recovery process without the nurses. Unfortunately, they have not been here for a few days now, so I do not seem to be able to keep them from bleeding out, unfortunately. But with the simple surgery on just one's hand, it wouldn't be an issue at all. Just keep it bandaged up.
Would you be open to putting it on the back of the arm? I feel like it would be, as you say nowadays, sick to be able to go like this and swipe a key card with the back of my arm.
We can do that if you'd prefer.
Mantel, do you have any numbing agents?
They all dissolve in the water.
They all dissolve in the water.
Oh, that is okay. The numbing is I can do everything. I have all my instruments. It's always like the IV bag and other things that you need post-operation. That is the issue.
Carson,
Marian turns to the others really quickly and goes, "Do we see a faster way out of getting the key card from this psycho?" Like quietly, like brings them into a huddle.
No, unless we found gears on this level, but if he's on the 4th, we'd have to find somebody else with level 4 access. And
what do we imagine our chances of success are at accomplishing that? Finding another person with level 4 access who's willing to give it up for any price.
it's not
even if we find a dead one, the securities probably won't let us through. We'll probably have to be alive and open the door for us.
Can I ask a question as like a player really quickly? And you can not answer this. I imagine this would result in like a body something. Would it be a scar or would it be a mark?
It would be a mark. I'm still deciding if it would be under body for the surgery or if it would be under bleed, as this is more of an... The fact that his machinery works within the human body is the anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still up in the air with that, but you'll probably receive 2 marks.
Would it be like one in both?
I can do that.
Like a body and a bleed?
I'd be open for that.
Okay. Well, I'm willing to do it. I've always been told I have a high pain tolerance. I'm not sure if that's true or if I just don't express it like other people do. Either way, as long as I put it in the middle of my hand where a lot of central nerves are, I'm okay with the back of the arm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why not? Could be cool if it does work afterward. Mantel, do you have anything that didn't dissolve in the water, antiseptic, that we could use to wrap it with, just to keep it from getting dirty until we have to use the chip?
I'm gonna look at my backpack to see if there's any like bottled anything.
With you failing your role, you probably lost quite a bit of your medical gear, but if there's anything like essential that you would have made sure...
Maybe that was in like a double sealed container type of thing.
You have like an ace bandage in one of those little like first aid kit like antiseptic wipes that's like this big.
We got the first aid kit that I bought at Walgreens. We got a
Not sponsored.
not sponsored.
No sponsored. Walgreens isn't paying us.
A bottle of ibuprofen. I don't have that orange juice in there still.
I imagine that should be enough.
None of what I said will give you any sort of pain relief.
You had ibuprofen, didn't you?
I did have ibuprofen, but that's not an on-site situation.
What if I take it right now and then do it? That's what I've been told to do at the dentist.
If you think that's going to help, we can do that.
Yeah, it'll kick in later.
It'll kick in later.
Okay. Do you mind if I take an ibuprofen first, Doc? Just talking to the...
That would be fine, but I don't mean to be rude, but what is wrong with your eye?
Oh, it changes color depending on the emotion somebody's feeling if I stare directly at them. It reads elevated levels in the body. Hormones, heart rate, breathing, internal basal temperature, etc.
That is mighty fine technology, but that unfortunately means you cannot be one of my candidates, as you are an anomaly. And Dr. Gears has been very specific on all of my surgeries that I cannot perform any on other anomalies until further notice.
Oh, so you are not allowed to do dissections on anomalies? Well, that's my only practice.
It's yes. I don't think I think he's afraid if I gave anomalies more superpowers, it might not be good. Can you imagine if I got like what is his name? 076? If I gave him like super armor and stuff like that, that would be crazy. He's already like really indestructible.
We're from Alpha 9 Last Hope, so you're gonna have to make do.
Yours is missing, and I promise I do not have enough power that anything you could do short of tying a rocket to my chest would amplify it. I do not think having level 4 access in an eye is going to be enough to make yours get you in trouble. And if it is, I'll tell him it was my idea.
How about this?
Do you know what the rockets into the chest? That's actually pretty brilliant, because then
even
if you're unarmed, you could just like take off like a vest or something and shoot a rocket at your enemy. Let me write that down.
How about this? Because
Apologies. I did not mean to give him ideas.
we are both surgeons,
Yes.
I have clearance to do surgery on SCPs. You do not. How about I perform the surgery and you are my surgical assistant?
No.
You tell me where to put it. You tell me how to put it in. You do whatever you need to actually activate it. But then I'm the one with the knife.
Or you can just watch me do it. I'm fine with observers.
Well,
Mantel,
say,
what
it
if
depends
you're-
on the surgical laws. As long as you're supervising Mantel, this should be in the clear.
Yeah. Because what if he needs to be the one to do the specific surgery? We don't know if it'll work if you do it.
I don't want him. I'm gonna lean over to Harper, but I don't want him putting anything else inside of Carson.
Marian is already like rolling up her sleeve.
That's her choice. I already said she didn't have to do this. She seems pretty adamant. We can't make that choice for her. She decided to be here. She's stepping up.
Then since you got rid of your gun, I'm gonna like try to sneakily hand him my gun and go like, if I do anything besides just watching him, if I reach for anything, shoot the man.
Okay. And Harper will take it.
We'll cooperate with you, Doctor. We need access. You're willing to give it to us, and we've seen enough bloodshed today.
Perfect. I'm thrilled, to say the least. I'm so excited. This will be so good. Yes, please take a seat right here. Ignore if it's a little sticky. That was from a previous patient.
While he's doing this, I'm gonna just like look around and critique. Just like, didn't sterilize that. Didn't do that properly. That shouldn't be there. Just like slow, like kind of like things that it's like, if someone who has similar practice to you and they're critiquing how you do stuff, it's like, shut up, dude.
He begins to get all of his instruments prepared. At first, he grabs this large syringe. Right there is going to be a numbing agent. It should be able to numb that part of the body. It'll feel a little tingly for a little bit, a little cold. So don't worry. If you prefer, don't look, and I'll just insert it on the count of 3, okay?
No worries. It's not as big as a tattoo gun.
1, 2, and then he puts it in before he gets to 3. 3. And then he begins to inject. I always lie when I say that, because if people are like tensing up for the 3, then it's better for them if I sneak it up on them. They don't. It's humorous. Anyways, we'll just he pulls out the syringe, begins to like almost massage the forearm to kind of get the elixir to start flowing a little bit quicker. All right. With this, I'll just do a quick incision. I should be able to push back the skin in order to reach the piece. I'm trying to get in between the bones there in your forearm. That way, when you bend in your forearms, the bones cross. You don't have any issues there.
Marian's like nodding along, like this is just cool information to have, and just like staring.
Do you need me to do any like focus rolls to make sure he's not slipping anything else in there?
Yes. I'll have you make a focus roll if you're trying to make sure he doesn't throw anything else in. As he looks at you. So, what color would you prefer? I have the chip in blue, pink, or I have it in green. But it's like a lime green, so it's like kind of it's very bright.
Okay,
How visible will it be when my skin is put back down?
Oh, you won't be able to see it at all, but you will know.
I'll take pink.
Okay.
I like pink.
Pink is a good color.
6.
She looks at Mantel dead in the eyes without changing her expression. Pink is my favorite color.
All right.
All right. He slowly slices into the flesh, peeling it back like an orange peel.
How effective is the numbing agent? Is it actually like pretty numb, or is it like?
Where it's being cut, it doesn't feel like there's no pain. It just feels cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he got like a ice cream cone or like a popsicle and just ran it up your forearm.
Okay.
Almost hit the artery there. Good thing I didn't.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Would have been bad. He goes into one of his little drawers, pulls it out, and he grabs this little small disc. It's pink. I only have this little black one. All right, I just have to put this in, and that should be everything. Mantel, you do notice that in his other hand he has a similar sized disc, but he's not showing that to Carson.
Which
All
one
right.
in your hand?
Oh, silly me. It's just the second part. It's the conductor piece. So you have the insulator, and then you put it on top of the conductor, and between the two, they are able to activate the chip.
So you're only.
While he's staring, Marian is staring him down. Mantel, what color is my eye?
What color is your eye?
It is orange.
What does that mean?
He's lying.
Why aren't you telling us the truth?
Because I think you will not let me continue with this surgery if I am telling the truth.
Tell me what you were doing to her.
Tracking?
She already has a tracker. She doesn't need another.
Oh no!
I do have a tracker.
I don't want the tracker that the facility has. I want a bio tracker. Check heart rate, respiratory, the amount of cells, changes in hormone levels, things like that. It can also detect the cancer cells. So I am very wanting to check to see if it works long term.
So you're trying
Still
to
staring
monitor
at him.
her body.
It's turning from like that orange to more of like a brown or an amber.
What is that?
This is closer to the truth.
What's the full truth? This is tracking her body, I'm guessing, but not the parts you told me.
it does track those things, but it also may be able to adjust said levels of hormones or
You're trying to install a kill switch.
No, heavens, no. I don't want to kill my patients. I simply want to be able to see the results for a long time.
You know, when I was in medical school, we were told two things. One is never give in to the old ladies' want for more ketamine. It's never a good idea. Number two is you can technically be a surgeon with a 100% mortality rate.
Good thing
Are
I'm
you
not
installing
alive.
a kill switch?
I'm not installing a kill switch. Technically, it could, but that is not my purpose. My purpose is simply to track and make adjustments if needs be.
Carson, how does your eye specifically work? Do you know?
I do. The colors change depending on the overall emotion that would be presented if certain physical levels in the body were to change or rise. Orange means deception. Pretty straightforward. A lie. Usually not something that the liar thinks is terribly consequential. Purple tends to correlate to fear. Not always deception, but a pretty high level of fear in general. Let me pull it up. I gotta do that. Brown is the natural eye color. If there's no deception or very, very little deception present, my eye won't change or will go back to the color that it was. Red typically means anger, agitation, general frustration. Yellow means there's guilt deflection. Typically, this is a personal deception. Someone is lying to themselves, doesn't want to admit something, or simply feels guilty about something. Green means it's a health-related thing. For example, if someone is bleeding out and doesn't know and says, I'm okay, it might be green. Blue is correlated to sadness and grief. So the closer my eye gets to brown, the closer he is to telling the truth.
Okay. First, I need you to look at Harper. Harper, I need you to think about your wife.
Excuse me?
I need you to think about your wife.
Okay. And Harper will do so. He'll think about trying not to think about what just happened a bit ago, but about a happier memory of one of the Christmas parties at the SCP Foundation back in the late 90s. A happier time.
Harper, what's Carson's eye color?
What color is it?
What emotion is Harper feeling?
He's feeling happy, warmth, joy.
The eye is primarily brown, but you can see like just a little bit of a swirl of blue, kind of like a wave hitting the sandy beach.
If he's like having grief and like some joy, maybe it's like a swirl of blue and pink. Because I forgot that people could be happy, so I didn't originally assign happy a color. Happy's pink now. If he's feeling guilty, then there's like little, maybe like flecks of yellow.
A little bit, but mostly because of the recent events that involve the memory of his wife.
So the eye is functioning like normal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there goes that experiment. I was thinking he was messing with the eye somehow, so he couldn't read what he was doing.
The eye doesn't operate with like Marian's actual perception of things. If she is like with her regular vision seeing something and her mind is being messed with, the eye will operate separately. Because she can't see it, she can't control it. She doesn't actually get anything from it unless she's like seeing it in the mirror or somebody else tells her.
I was just trying to like figure out how Carson's like whole ability worked. Like if her body like subconsciously mimicked the person that she was looking at, so then it would change the eye according to that. So if he was messing with like hormones and stuff, that wouldn't change.
It's more like, you know, the episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where he's like, "Did you know your basal temperature just rise 1/10 of a degree indicating guilt?" The eye will see that, like that raise and turn yellow because it sees that indicator in the body that there is guilt being felt.
It's dealing with okay. It can see
Like
that.
a scanner. Yeah, it's like a scanner.
Am I okay to proceed, or do we need to cut this surgery short?
What do you think, Mantel?
Keep going.
All right. He uses a set of forceps to kind of spread some of the flesh away. He quickly inserts the two discs side by side before folding everything back up. And before you know it, he's sewing the wound back together. You are going to take a bleed mark from the surgery and then, a bleed mark from the device and then a body mark for the surgery.
Okay.
And there you have it. All right. Who would like to go next? I think that rocket in the chest idea is very good to do.
No, I think we're done.
Okay. I understand.
Maybe we'll come back.
You had your Plato for now. We're gonna go.
Enjoy yourself.
Marian looks at her arm and goes, "Are there any instructions post-op? I need to come back for a follow-up inspection or examination in 2 to 3 weeks."
If nothing bad happens, you'll just
your prime position, I'll take care of that.
Oh, there you go. I was about to say, you'll be fine. I will be able to track everything remotely.
This is true. Do you need any of my contact information in case you see anything abnormal on the machine?
What is your number?
Okay. It is 801.
No. Your tracking number, your anomaly number.
Oh, yes, that's a great question. I forgot it already. Wait. 736.
All right.
SCP 736.
If anything happens, I'll just let Dr. Gears know. All right?
All right, thank you.
My pleasure. Is there anything else you all want to do in the surgical wing before progressing? All right. Continue down the hallway. You are able to get through doors, eventually finding the elevator room towards black level or level 4. It's empty, but Carson, you are able to swipe your arm across the scanner and it's up. And
as soon as we have access, I'm cutting that thing out of Carson's arm.
Oi, I just healed this.
I do not trust that thing. He did something, and it wasn't
Is it still numb?
Yes, but if you are reopening a wound, that is going to be another body mark.
But I have dissection, which, when I make a focus roll to dissect a piece of organic matter affected by bleed, which is the anomaly, gild an additional dice. You cannot take the bleed mark, but when I gild that, I can do patch up, which then takes away said body mark. So she's only going to be taking the one body mark from the original surgery. If I succeed everything.
If you succeed.
So I'm at 2 body marks right now. So if he does this, do I just stay at 2, or do I take this? Like, I can't like take a scar and undo it.
So if Mantel is successful, you will not be adding another mark. If this fails, though, you will be taking another mark and gaining a scar, resetting your body.
Okay. So the dissection was a pass. So you don't have that bleed mark anymore. And I also get a drive for focus. And then I'm going
She's like clearly a little disappointed because she did kind of enjoy swiping her arm.
That's another success. So she only has the 2 body marks.
All right.
And you took away the bleed mark?
Yeah, that's what dissection did.
Fine, but hold on to that thing in case we need it to get out.
Just like shoves it in like his medical
Is
bag.
it pink?
The one disc is, yes.
I'm actually gonna. He's a detective. I don't know if this is in his like forte, but can Magpie figure out what this is?
I can certainly try.
Like, cause like that's the like, it's either criminal or like we don't really have any other like subclass like real. That's specifically like electronics.
Like I have investigation equipment, but I don't know how readily detectives have like electronical stuff.
Well, I was also just saying this because you kind of like linked the security cams to an iPad, so
Yeah, that was pretty solid like that.
So I was like, I think you were just like the tech guy.
Yeah, that's valid. Do you think that controller focus?
Probably focus.
Okay.
Because you're trying to identify what it is.
Right. It's a snake eyes. I got a 1.
Nothing. Absolutely
So,
nothing.
Yeah, my stuff comes pre-built. I don't know what this is.
Okay. Then he's just gonna put it in his medical bag instead. After he gets it back and he's like, oh, okay. We both have like red blood stains on our hands.
Can we go now?
All right. You descend further and further into the facility. As you enter into this next room, you can see, similar to the archives that you've already seen in the level above you, this seems to be a more classified and restricted area. There are
A lot more black
pictures.
document.
Oh, absolutely. You can also see in this archival room is several pictures of post-disasters in the SCP Foundation's history. So, Harper, you immediately recognize one of them as Incident 0. The aftermath of that, there's a couple more where it is complete rubble after some containment breach at Site 17, things like that, or Site 19, I mean. Continuing through there. You all are able to notice, though, that on the floor is this trail of a dark red, sticky substance.
Notice that. but also
Not
are
pizza
there like
sauce.
there's pizza sauce. No, but is there also like scientist corpses around us, or like personnel corpses around us?
No, empty.
Cool. I'm following the bloodstain.
All right. Further down, you pass the archives. You can notice that there is this giant global map to your right with little small, like almost like Christmas lights, the small LEDs in this map marking all of the different facilities across the world. There are dozens of them lit up right now. You can see one of them right now is blinking. The site you're currently at.
So it's if Garage is anywhere, he's down here. So is that other thing.
How old is the blood, do you think?
Is it still red or is it brown at all? Because blood dries brown.
I'm gonna say, is it crusty?
It's still red. It's drying up, but it's still wet.
Like a tacky.
Mm-hmm.
So relatively recent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple hours ago type of thing.
May not be too late to follow it.
All right. Into the fray. I'm gonna look at Mantel. I'm gonna hold out the military knife, the big long one I got from the kid on the last floor, and the gun. I'm gonna look at Mantel. Pick your poison.
Take the knife. Feel like you're better with the gun.
Oh, appreciate it.
You reach the end of this hallway, past the map, past the archives, and is just large door. It's unlocked. No sign, no symbol, nothing on it to identify what it could be. Anyone who's down here knows what this door is, but you're brand new.
Does it look like it's been opened? Like any
Correct.
blood on it? Okay.
Yeah. The blood goes underneath this door.
I'm gonna open it.
As you open this door, it's almost like stepping into a dream as you open and you smell this beautiful fragrance. The floor is not the stone, the concrete behind you. It is this almost this bamboo matting. As inside this room, it's a small Japanese home. You can see a glass window across out into this forest. Small table in the center of the room, and sitting next to, or I guess behind this table, is this Asian woman. She's got this black hair that cascades down her back. She's got pointed ears, yellow eyes. Her limbs are blackened, and you can notice 9 fluffy red and white tails behind her. She's currently sitting at this table, sipping at a drink.
I'm gonna put, because I guess I'm holding the big knife that Harper gave me. I'm gonna put the big knife just sort of like in the belt buckle, like in the belt behind me, and I'm gonna just go, like, not like rush her, like just like casually stroll up and just sit opposite of the table and just go, "How are you doing this?"
Will everyone sit?
Marian sits.
Sit.
Marian, I think, kind of misunderstands though. Instead of going to the table, just sits where she's at.
I'm Marian, come over here.
I'd like to see if she's hostile.
Like making a what is that? Read.
Okay. 4.
Looking at her, but also using Carson's ability, you can notice that her eye is mostly brown, but it's also catching this pink. She seems to be happy.
Magpie will also take a seat.
Would anyone like a glass of tea?
What's in it?
Just tea.
I'll take some tea.
Is it a green tea or an herbal tea? I have a mild sensitivity to peppermint.
Not peppermint, just green. She places a cup in front of you.
Mantel's gonna look and like kind of turn to Carson and be like, "You have an allergy?"
Mild sensitivity.
It's an allergy.
My mouth gets itchy, but it's not bad. I just prefer not to drink it.
Well, glad to have you all here. I'm sorry, John, for having to trick you earlier. Hope we don't have any hard feelings.
You also didn't have to shoot those 2 men. Like you
Distract
did to
him.
that scientist.
Oh, well, you caught me while I was grabbing Dr. Gears' key card. So I had to throw up the ruse as quickly as possible.
What is Dr. Gears?
He's with us. I thought you almost saw through my little disguise of him. But I guess not.
You knew it was a good chance it was you. But we couldn't take the risk. Just in case.
Hence why the disguise. I knew if I was just a random soldier again or a scientist, the chances of me getting handcuffed and or shot were too great. So again, I am sorry, John. I had to throw on that facade, but your wife is passed away.
Saw her die. I know.
I bet you're all wondering what I'm doing and all this stuff, and I can monologue about it, but I don't think that would do justice.
You have Dr. Gears' key card. You could leave whenever you wanted. Why are you still here?
The answer is so simple. I am not the only anomaly who is locked up. I have spent decades inside a small cubicle, guard dogs around the clock, making sure I don't do anything that good old SCP don't like. So I simply want all the anomalies to go free. Not just me. Everyone deserves to be free. Right, Carson? Poor Marian here, she might want to live a whole life, but she hasn't. She can't without the organization behind her back, tracking her every movement. That doesn't seem fair.
Do you want to know why you're locked up and she's not? Why she's only monitored?
Her powers are not as dangerous as mine.
Even if they were, she doesn't use them in a dangerous manner. You've killed more people than I've seen ever die in my life. Just today.
I may have indirectly led to casualties, but it's not my fault. They are simply the... what would you say? They are the eggs that are needed to make this omelet.
I've done a lot of evil in my life. I've done a lot of terrible things to both yours and Carson's similar colleagues, the best word? Similar SCPs, similar anomalies. I've done terrible things to them. I've cut them open, seen how they work. I was never out of pleasure, though. I did that out of duty. Because I know that if anyone like you got out, there'd be more dead than there would be alive. SCPs that can't be controlled or can be contained need to be researched to the point where we can contain them.
That's a wonderful philosophy, Doctor. If we can't control you and we can't lock you up in a cage, you need to be neutralized.
Exactly.
Wow.
I believe what you meant to say is SCPs that can't be trusted. I am not controlled or contained.
But you
I'm
are
just
trustable.
trusted.
You are more human than
If you're not contained, then why do you have a tracker? If you are not contained, why can't you live your life anywhere you want? Why do you have 3 soldiers here designated to you specifically?
They're my team.
They are your guard dogs.
No, we're her team. The difference between if you and Carson were in different positions, is that I'll take a bullet for Carson. I will not take a bullet for you.
John, what were your orders when Abel went crazy and started slaughtering your men? What were your orders?
Neutralize.
So if poor Marian here decided to seek revenge, maybe she just got a little out of control. She can't choose it. She's an anomaly. What would your orders be?
Neutralize.
I'm not out of control. I never have been. My anomalies never predisposed me to violence.
But it could.
Not here I have.
But it could. So they track you and they document.
Have you ever lived outside of this?
Years ago?
It's the same everywhere. I don't know if you were there, but there was a kid, young 20s, until Fox and he was scared. Like you said, he couldn't control it. And he shot at the people that I was tasked with potentially neutralizing, but also protecting. And despite everything he went through and him not being in the mindset, I had to put him down. I would do the same if it was Carson or Mantel or Magpie or Anne. It's not that they're SCPs, that we are scared of that. We're just scared for our lives. Human or not, however we say it, however we categorize it. We're all tracked. In my lifetime, I've seen that go from nothing at all to our new advancements that we have in our human society to track, to monitor, to contain. It's everywhere. That's because people are scared. And I'm sorry that that's affected you in this way. And it affects us all.
Harper, she doesn't care. If this speech is to justify your moral compass to yourself, I suggest you do it on your own time. You have a mission to complete. She's not here to ask us to change her mind.
Speaking of missions, I recently read about one with it was Mobile Task Force ETA 10. A small home, several homes. Picked up a young girl at the time. Carson, do you know what they did to your aunt?
No, but I suspect you're going to tell me whether I request the answer or not.
Why don't I show you? She waves her hand, and you see that glass window behind her almost flicker and change like a TV screen. And you are inside of this suburban home, as we can see some body cam footage of this young girl with black hair getting pulled away from this middle-aged woman. And then the camera flips and the channel changes, and suddenly we are inside of this padded room, and that woman is in a orange jumpsuit. It changes again. You can see the year marker changing, 4 years. Changes one last time as we see a doctor over an intercom ask for D-class personnel 33603 to enter the cell of SCP-173. It's Mantel's voice as we see this woman walk in to this room. Camera changes again, and it's her body being carried out. The neck snapped, bone protruding. 953 waves her hand again, and channel shifts and changes, going back to the countryside. Poor auntie.
That was the last D-class personnel I ever sent in there. A week later, I cut out my eyelids.
Hope it was worth it. Spending years trapped, not knowing if her little Marian had survived or not. That is what SCP does. That is the secure, contain, protect. Protect the normals, the mundane from the extraordinary, from the evolutionary. And I don't think it's bad for me to want to change that, to stop this organization. Lachlan, you're awfully quiet. What can you deduce from that scene, Mr. Detective?
I don't know what crimes she could have committed to be classified as D-class, but I would think it's for a reason, but I couldn't tell.
There's one crime she committed to be classified as a D-class person, and that's harboring an anomaly.
I agree with you. It definitely doesn't sit right, but we can't let the world just burn. There needs to be order. And I know there's a bunch of SCPs specifically at this facility who wish to remain here with their lives that they have now. And us as the Foundation, we can elevate that. It's better to work together than butt heads. And I know you yourself want freedom, and like we could work something out, okay? It doesn't have to come to just pointless deaths.
Over my years of research with different anomalies, I've learned the only ones that want out are those who wish to kill. Those who don't want to stay. Merely for the fact that they feel safer and that they feel like the people around them are safer. We asked Cain. We asked Cain if he would like to leave, and he said no. We asked the brother of the man who slaughtered Harper's wife if he wanted to leave, and he said no. What does that say about your theory about all SCPs wanting to be liberated?
She didn't say they all wanted to, she said they all should be. Not that any of this particularly matters. Our orders were just to find the operatives that were sent in before us. The only question we needed an answer to is, where is Gears? Thinking about anything else is painful and unnecessary. The only question we need an answer to is, where is Gears?
I have a theory of where Gears is.
Well, if it really was this SCP that went up and went back down, and she would have had to, eat one of his organs? Is that how that works? Well, you tell us.
Gears is dead.
Can't you taste him? As she says this word, you see the room begin to shift and change from this small Japanese cottage into industrial. You see lights and control panels all across the room. The glass behind you shifts from that country view into a missile silo. The table that you've all been sitting at, you can see the wood begin to morph and change into not this same level plane, but rugged, mountainous, cavernous, and others. The cups you are holding are not filled with green tea, but this red ichor, as the taste almost changes in your mouth and you just taste iron, as the table is Dr. Gears' body and the green tea is blood.
Marian sets the cup back down on his body.
Well, she stands up, brushes her dress. I must be finishing off, but thank you so much for enjoying a cup of tea with me. She turns around and begins walking towards the glass window with all the control panels and begins to press buttons.
Harper will go up with her just to see what she's doing, if she'll allow him.
She allows you, and as you see this different pressing, in order for you to truly understand it, I'll have you make I know this isn't interpreting body language, but I think a read roll sounds sufficient. I know that's not your greatest thing, but...
Ew.
Oh! Oh, 2 dice or roll the 2?
I rolled a 2.
Wouldn't it be a focus roll for inspect?
It'd be that I'm trying to. I feel like we've used focus so much. I feel so bad as a game.
Because that's what we constantly are doing. Is just looking for stuff.
I'll identify. Do you want to?
Marian?
That's fair. Do you want to re-roll with focus?
I would love to do a focus roll as an explorer.
Can Marian do a read roll on Fox Lady just to see if we can get she can gauge at all what her intentions are? Like, does she intend to leave them for dead, or does she just intend to leave?
Okay, you can make that re-roll then. How do we do on the survey or not survey focus?
I got a 2 again. I did so bad.
You are not able to really identify what is the effect of her pressing said buttons.
I'm gonna take the 5. I can use the gilded, but I'm not going to. The gilded is a 3.
Okay. You are just trying to identify. I guess what is the question? What are you trying to learn?
Does she intend to find a way to trap us in here and kill us, or is she just intending to leave, knowing that we can't really stop her?
She is on a mission. You can easily tell that as she's pressing these buttons. She's definitely got some purpose that she has in this room before she leaves.
Okay, this isn't herself. She was just
No.
weird.
Yes, again, you're looking around. This room is covered in these different panels, lights, screens. Again, that glass window is now into a missile silo.
Can I do a survey roll to see if I can figure just with buttons pressing and just where we are to see what she's doing? Or would that be a focus roll?
That would be a focus roll. Oh no.
I'm trying to be survey can also work.
You see her scan this level 5 black card at one part of the thing. More buttons begin to light up.
What can I look specifically for a screen that would have a timer on it? Traditional
Countdown.
Yeah, like a countdown timer thing.
She's launching missiles.
There's no countdown right now.
Would there be a screen that has a countdown on it though? One of those
there's several
clock.
There's several screens. You notice one looking back at the door you just came into. There is a large, more simple screen there that would probably be used for a timer.
I got a
What color? Oh, sorry. Go, Mantel.
Focus roll. Are you again? What is your question for this? What do you?
I'm just getting a general vibe of I'm not looking at what button she's pressing. I'm just seeing if she presses buttons, is this gonna explode?
Probably. You are in the room for everything. You are in the control room. She'll lift up one of these plastic shields, and she'll press a big red button.
Wait. I wanted to do something real quick. That's okay.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I was gonna go.
Because Carson, Harper wants to look back and see Carson's eyes real quick.
Carson is watching the anomaly. I imagine she's been kind of watching her go around the room. She stood up and she hasn't run to the control panel, but she is.
It's a mixture of pink and red.
Okay. So it's
Happy.
she's
Happy mad.
okay. Well, Harper, looking at Carson's eyes, is gonna. He's always smiling a little bit, but his face kind of drops. Kind of a mix of disappointment and contentment, I guess. Sorry about your aunt, kid. He's gonna turn and he's gonna try to make a move or strike roll to pull Nelson grapple the fox, and as he does, he's gonna pull some pins from the grenades in his backpack.
I'll say this is a strike roll.
Okay, I'm gonna use all 4 of my drives on this.
Can Mantel give a drive to help pin down the fox? Because it's going to be hard if he only has one hand to pin her down.
If you want to join him on the floor.
Mantel, no. You don't have to.
I have to. You get a drive from me.
Alright. Alright, that's I rolled 8 dice. I got a crit with 2 6s. I'm not
right
taking gilded.
Okay, so like right before she's about to press it, you immediately run, grab her, tackle to the floor. Mantel helping, you pull the pins. You have 5 seconds before they blow. What is everyone doing?
Marian, as soon as she sees it, and sees them on the floor, attempts to grab Magpie and run.
No resistance for Magpie is gonna run alongside.
Harper.
Is there a way, like, is there a button on the outside of the room? Can we, like, shut the door? Like, to contain the explosion a little bit?
Yeah.
Harper's gonna use his get behind me skill, where I can spend one of my nerves to choose an ally in the same scene who's about to take a mark, and I'm gonna take the marks instead. As Harper's gonna look at Mantel and using like some Brazilian jiu-jitsu is going to flip the fox, and so him and her, similar to the embrace they had a bit ago when it was Anne. Now the explosives are between the two of them, trying his best to make sure Mantel doesn't get hit if possible.
I'm just gonna say, you son of a bitch, you set me up with the invisible woman, you can't get out of this!
See you on the other side, kid. I'm going home.
Just before Marian hits the door and slams it shut, she just shouts, "I forgive you," and then shuts the door.
All right. So for everyone fleeing, I'll have you all make a move roll. Sam, because you got the critical success on your strike roll, I won't have you re-roll to keep her grappled. I'll say you're absolutely able to.
Yeah, I have to use my last drive to make that move roll not at disadvantage. Okay.
Can I give a drive as well to like assist with running?
Giving one or getting one?
Giving.
Yeah, you can give anyone who is fleeing. You can help them out.
Get another one.
I'll take that. Okay.
You roll 2 dice. Yay!
Okay, well, it's a 4 and a 1, so I guess we're taking the 4. It's better than total fail.
It's gonna be a 6.
All right. Mantel, are you fleeing as well?
That wasn't the plan, but I guess.
I've taken your marks. I already used it.
Okay. You're taking all the marks or just one?
It's
This
a
is- if a bullet
I don't know how many marks. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
it
if a
says it
bullet
allows
gives-
you to take the mark instead.
If a bullet gives you 2, I feel like the grenade's gonna give you more than 2.
Couple.
I'm gonna
Quite
take.
a few.
Yeah. I got 2 scars and 2 marks on everything. Like Harper's been on the brink of death for
I
half a
have
game.
2
Plus, he's
scars.
old as shit.
And he's pushing like mid-60s. No, Harper pushes you back for that. Even before this mission, he knew that when he saw Anne that it wasn't real. I mean, he made the focus roll, and he kind of just for a second wanted to see her again, just in case there's nothing after this. But he's been holding on to that hope. Not even that hope, but almost that no. that he's going to be reunited with his family, with his father-in-law, with Anne Jr., and he's been pretty okay about that for years. Not that he wants to die, but he knows that he has lived the life that he got to live because of the Foundation, because they kept the world safe. And he has just been giving back before he can return to that life that he had. And so if he can make it so Mantel, who has gone through so much pain and suffering from what he's done to give to the Foundation, if Harper can give him a little time to maybe take a little, maybe enjoy a little, reap the rewards, then he'll do that.
Okay, I'll run.
All right.
I'll let Sam have his hero moment. Oh yeah, I have to make rolls, don't I?
Moved.
I'm gonna use my drive to do that.
I don't have any more drives to give you. I'm sorry.
That's a 4.
Nick success. Good
So
thing
it's-
Harper's already taken it for you.
True. I would have gotten 5.
As Carson slams the button and the blast shield shuts behind them, Agent John Harper, what is the last thing going through your mind?
As he's ready to go, he looks down at SCP-953, who has killed and destroyed for a more ideal life for her, and in her mind it's justified because Harper's been doing that same thing his whole life for this Foundation. And so as he's holding her, he feels a lot of empathy, a lot of sadness that this is the way that they have both built this world, and it's how it ends for the both of them. So at first it was holding down to protect his team and his friends, and then it slowly turns into a genuine hug and embrace for the final moments as he tears up and says, I'm sorry. Till we meet again, huh?
The rest of you hear the concussive wave behind you, and that is the last line of the log for Operation Lazarus. But we'd like to see what happens next. Lachlan, Magpie. Where do we see him after Operation Lazarus? What happens to him?
He has taken up a desk job. After that whole ordeal, he can't be in the field anymore. He lost a good friend that day. And now he'll just feel safer in a facility. Hopefully this one doesn't get taken over.
Okay. Dr. Elias Mantel. What happens to you?
Dr. Mantel returns to Site 19. He wants to get out of the SCP Foundation, but he just can't bring himself to do it. But he's asked to be reassigned from less dangerous D-class personnel, test dummy SCPs to the more docile ones. So he does a lot of research into, the skeleton key, things that can't hurt other people. So he can find a way to help than hurt.
and SCP-736, Marian Carson-McLitley. What happens to you?
Marian Leslie Carson-McLitley. Starts to speak to other humanoid anomalies. Because in those last moments with 953, I'm terrible at remembering the numbers. Despite the argument and the images that she was shown, that she really doesn't know if those were true or if those were just more fabrications that she was of her mind being manipulated. But there was a bit of a feeling of, I can't believe I'm talking to somebody who understands what it's like to be an anomaly. And so while she doesn't fully retire, she does take more time off to speak to humanoid anomalies and discuss experiences, and she gets a little bit more into the interrogation and research side, because with her ability she can read the emotions, she can tell when they're docile and ready to talk, and she can tell when they're angry and escalated, and she's starting to get better at interacting with those specific types of people and de-escalating them, because rather than having a scientist come in and tell them that they need to calm down, it's somebody who kind of knows how they feel coming in and asking them why they're angry.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't really retire, but she makes an effort to work more with the SCP that she's researching than against them, because that last mission was a very, very stark reminder that she is one of them.
Our final scene is on this grassy hill. There is a small marble gravestone. Next to it is the second one, identical. John and Anne Harper. All three of our fire team members, as well as Iris, SCP-105. She joins you in mourning a year after the events of Operation Lazarus, as well as Rex. He's also there, sunglasses on, trying to hide tears streaming down his face. And as the sun dips, orange cascading across the field, across the sky, we see Rex take off those sunglasses and yellow eyes shine underneath. John Harper, I'll see you again. And that is the end of our mini-series and the end of Operation Lazarus. Good job, friends.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Good job.
What?
Wow.
What? She's just there?
Congratulations, Harper! Your sacrifice meant nothing.
It absolutely
You got out.
if you had failed that roll, that would have been really bad. She was not just going to activate the missile silo for Site 17. She was doing it across the entire facility.
Oh, I thought it was just like, let's nuke this facility off the face.
Yeah,
of
no,
Earth.
all of the
Just blow up
facilities.
all of them.
You know, me and Sam had
Okay,
similar
maybe
ideas.
not for nothing.
So it was not for nothing. I want to make that was absolutely for something. She was planning on wiping everyone off the map.
Me and Sam had similar sacrificial ideas. However, he was doing it pre-detonation and I was doing it post-detonation. But I'm really happy he did it, because if I failed, it's going to shoot out. Because mine was like, oh, everybody leave. I was a terrible person. I'll shut off the machine even if it kills me, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really did not want to die. I wanted to save my not again Scar ability for a moment like that, so Harper would have survived. But I thought a lot about like his story and like all your guys' stories and like the motivations behind it, and it just made sense. I was trying to see if there was like anything else we could do, and then with Carson's eyes and seeing her motivations on like, yep, I'm gonna kill everybody. It was like, well,
All right.
wow.
You saved the world.
We saved the world, kind of, but she's still here, so we'll see.
You know, there's also part of
The
me
world.
a backpack full of grenades is not going to kill this SCP.
The world has needed saving before. It will need saving again, but you did it this time.
Mhm. There'll just be another containment breach, and we'll have a different fourth member.
If there's another
Bomb-
containment
bomb
breach,
Harper.
Mary is retiring.
Everybody's like, nope, done.
It's like, you know, I'm an anomaly. Can I just have one of those like cozy little rooms in a facility on like the first floor? Actually, I changed my mind. This is too much. Like, put me somewhere. Let me know if you need me. But like, I just want just bring me French toast and give me a beanbag, and I'll be happy.
Like, just tell me when you need a lie detector. I'll come and tell you. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. Great rolls there.
It was very fun.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
had
Jacob.
6 drives and 2 nerve resistances, so I know at least for one roll this mini-series that it was not going to fail.
Well, man, I'm sad to finish it off, and
I'm so upset. I had resistances in everything that whole time.
oh, you could have rerolled.
I could have rerolled at least one time per thing.
That's what we get. Brand new system for us to play, but oh my gosh, that was great, and I am so excited for our next adventure, revisiting our Greek mythology campaign. Or a little one shot. Sam's got I love plans. That, and then we'll do our next full campaign starting in August. So crazy there. Thank you to all the players again. Fantastic roleplay, great choices, really sticking to it, love it. And we also want to thank you for watching and joining us at our virtual table. No matter where you are in the world, we're glad that we're able to all come together and connect in our fantasy worlds of tabletop role-playing games. But until we meet again, please be safe, please be kind, and we'll see each other very soon.